Peace, y'all. Peace, love, and blessings. Look, I'm looking at how my hair's sitting. Peace, love, and blessings to each and every one of you. I am Sheronda L. Barksdale, and my business is Authentically Your Expressions, where we are helping you live your most authentic life. I'm a spiritual life empowerment coach, which means I help you empower yourself through what you personally believe spiritually. So that's the work that I do. So let me get comfortable. So today I just wanted to jump on real quick and talk about creating awareness of your values. Creating awareness of your values. Hold on, give me 1 second. Get my little phone stand because clearly I'm trembling for whatever damn reason. Okay. So I just want to jump on and talk about creating awareness of your values. How to do that, So most of us we're distracted. We have a lot of things on our mind. We're letting so many stories be told. We're overthinking, dealing with anxiety, dealing with depression, really struggling to meet the goals that we want. We all have some goal that we want to meet in life, but we don't see it manifesting simply because we're overthinking. We're in our head. So one of the ways as a life coach that I have found significant in helping people become aware of why that's happening is, of course, shadow work. If you know me, you know that I use shadow work as a technique with my clients, which is working on the deepest, darkest parts of your mind, dealing with the trauma, and then being able to move forward in your goals. But I'm not here to talk about shadow work today. I'm sure I will come back one of these times to talk about shadow work. But one of the techniques you could use because shadow work is one of those things that is very hard for us to see ourselves. It's very hard to recognize our own behaviors because you feel like you're right. The ego is always going to tell you you're right. You're correct. Everything you believe is right. Even when you're wrong, the ego's going to be like, I want to keep you safe. So you're right. And sometimes we're not. But one of the ways you could practice on your own of just identifying what your values are in life is write down what it is you want from life. What are the things you want to achieve? What are the things you want to experience in life? Just make a list. With my clients, we create a vision board. People have made vision boards entirely too cliche because they don't understand the value of vision. When I work with my clients, I teach them the value of vision and how that helps you manifest everything you want from life. But if you just simply write them down, you want to travel more. You want to be able to do more for your children. You want to be able to go to the spa more often. You want to have money in the bank. Write those down. What are your true goals? What is it that you want from life? Once you've written those down, go back now and write down what you actually think about the most. Yeah. What do you think about most frequently? Is it, I don't have enough money? I don't feel well enough. I don't have enough time. The don'ts. I don't. I can't. And that's where your values are right now. Things are going on in society, in politics, in life, where we're thinking that what we want most isn't possible. So we sit and we watch all the things that talk about what we can't have, or at least imply what we cannot have. But the truth of the matter is, if you place your focus on your values, what you value the most from life, you manifest those things. Why? Because your vision is there. That's what happens. You're focused on that thing. And it's not necessarily the true vision of your eyeballs, but it's the vision in your mind. It's the one that says, I'm going to achieve this thing no matter what it looks like from the outside. It's that faith. It's that thing that says, I'm going to accomplish this goal no matter what. More often than not, we spend time thinking about what we don't have. Peace, honey. We spend all this time thinking about what we don't have and not enough time focusing, number one, on being thankful for what we do have. Gratitude is always a beautiful manifester. Beautiful manifester. I'm grateful because I do have my home, my health, my family, my car, my feet, my breath, my heartbeat, the things that you can count on, that you know are there for you. If you focus on those things, then you don't focus on what you don't have. You begin to focus on what you do have. But once you start making that list, now you can place your focus, instead of, I'm going to spend the next 2 hours scrolling through social media. Now it's, I want a better relationship with my children. So I'm focusing my energy on what I could do with my children. I want a better relationship with my spouse or the person that I'm dating in relationship with. If you make more of an effort, people sit around thinking about, I don't have this great relationship with my children. I don't have a great relationship with someone. Well, what are you doing to fix that? Why are you focused on what doesn't exist? If it don't exist, we got to make it exist. We got to focus on the things that are most important to us. I'm reading a book with my group, and make sure y'all go to my website. You can go to my page, click on my name, go to my page, and you'll see rest. It's called rest. Reclaiming every second of our time. Meaning we're not wasting time thinking about what we don't have and being afraid of what the economy is about to do and things like that. We don't function like that, especially when we have a spiritual belief. Even if that belief is in yourself, you're supposed to be focusing on what you can do. Right? So that's what this is about. You create awareness of your values by listing. I want to start saving $50 a month. So what can I currently sacrifice, possibly? Because there's usually somewhere we can sacrifice. If you eat out, if you're a smoker, if you're a drinker, there's somewhere a sacrifice could be made. You don't have to be 50. Start with 25 if you need to. Start with 20, $5 a week. But if you place your focus there, then all of a sudden you see it happening. Then you want to make that vision grow. Okay, I was able to save the 20. Let me push it up. I could do 40, $10 a week. So that next month you done save 40. So now you got $60 saved. All right, I did that. And you build $60 the next month. 15, 15, 15, 15 each week. I could sacrifice from here. I could say, where are your values? Most people don't even know what they value because they spend so much time not knowing what they do want. So that's my call to action. That's my call to you right now, is to consider more often, what do you want? Don't worry about what you don't have. What do you want? Because once you start doing all the work, start doing the studying, watching the empowering videos, searching and researching, doing those things. I want to start my business. People tell me that all the time. What's the name of your business going to be? I don't know. Okay, well, you might want to figure that out. What's the laws in your state? What do they need you to? How do you sign up and get your LLC? I don't know. Those are the little tiny steps that build. Excuse me. Big businesses aren't built all overnight. They're built with each tiny step. Every little step we make, every little positive thought we have, every bit of focus. I tell people all the time, commercials, marketing, they bank on your vision, not just because they want you to, those who can have the ability of sight, they bank on that as well. But if they don't have sight, they have jingles. So they have songs that can remind you of their business over and over and over again. You can just hear liberty, 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 liberty. You already know what that is. Liberty Mutual, So you start hearing the jingles. So they're like, if I can plant this seed in their head, then they will be drawn to come to my business. That's the essence of being aware of your values, of being able to know what you value. I started talking about rest, reclaiming every second of our time. The book we're reading is called, it's by Mark Manson, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. The subtle art of not giving a fuck. And what that's about is he's teaching you how to not care about what you don't have to care about. I've done it. I've been guilty of it, where I spend all this time worrying about stuff that has nothing to do with what I'm trying to do with my life. I'm worrying about what I don't have, or what I wish would come, or what I wish would happen. But the more I spend time thinking about the things I want, the more they manifest. Even just today, my mind is on a book that I was creating. And then I said, oh, that book needs to be a journal, actually. And then the moment I thought that, all these creative things started flowing. What the book cover is about to look like, the pictures that's going to be inside, how I'm going to market it, everything started flowing. But I placed the energy in something that was valuable. If I use that time to scroll through stuff, I miss it. If you were ever to pick up my phone and go through my social media, it's so many empowering people that I watch. Why? Because I don't need nobody selling me no junk. I don't need you convincing me of what I don't have. I don't have time to just key. Now I'm a kikier, don't get me wrong. I'm a Gemini. We laugh about everything. We laugh and clown. That's what's going to happen. However, I need the majority of what I see, what my eye gates and ear gates are receiving, to be something that's uplifting me. Something that's making me more powerful. Something that's making me love myself more. Something that's keeping me right here in the road versus veering off and doing things. I take my time and have my fun when it's time to have fun now. Don't get me wrong. But I also make sure it's valuable. A laugh is valuable. Making love is valuable. Joy is valuable. So I make sure the things that I value are the things that I focus on and make sure they can happen. So I just wanted to inspire you today. Write down the things. Write down all the things that you want. The things you want from life. What you want your life to look like. Then turn around and write down and be honest with yourself. What do you actually think about the most? Do they align with each other? Are you making steps towards the things that you value? Is a healthy lifestyle something you value, but you know you don't choose it? That's not an opportunity to be mad at yourself. It's an opportunity to be aware of yourself and how to slowly adjust. That's all. So thank you for everyone who came to join. Thank you, Honey Golden, who came by. Thank you for everyone who will come back in the future. Make sure you're visiting the website. Check out the mindfulness meditation pillows. I'm about to create a package for y'all that's going to be amazing real soon, because I'm tapping into all the creative energy, okay? I love y'all, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace.